Hey YouTube, it's Joshua the Window Cleaner here with another giveaway night. It is Friday night. I'm so excited to be giving these tools away to you. Make sure to give Window Magic Supply a call this week and let them know if you have won a tool. I want you to call them and just tell them thank you. That's all I ask for from you. If you've won a tool out there and you're watching this video, make sure to give them a call. You can give Window Magic Supply a call at 760-233-5909, and if you need any supplies, maybe they can help you out as well. But just call them and tell them thank you for everything that they're doing on the channel. And if you need to buy anything, you can also get 10% off by mentioning the show. So these are the tools that we have to give away this week. And then also I want to talk about my silencer. Stay tuned for the silencer review. Make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be giving away 2 silencers, one from Window Cleaning Resource and one from myself. So you want to make sure to go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell and make sure that you hit all so that way you get all notifications, because I'm just going to randomly throw that in there. I haven't been posting during the week, so you're just going to randomly see that video in there. So make sure you're paying attention and subscribed because you might win the silencer. So thank you so much to Window Cleaning Resource for the silencer, and thank you so much Window Magic Supply for all of these tools that they're giving to give away. Now tonight we're going to be announcing and voting on the winner for the Joshua the Window Cleaner kit. So this is what you will be winning. I'm just going to run through these tools real quick to show you what you will be winning. So it was for whoever had the best story. That's who's going to win all of these tools. So we're going to be voting on them now, and I'm going to put the poll up in the comments, and then we're going to go ahead and start the show. So I hope y'all enjoy the show. Thank you so much.
Hey everybody. All right, so we got some great topics tonight, but first I just want to announce the top 5 to vote on during the show, and the winner will be announced. I guess we can do it, we can announce it at the end of this show, or at latest we can announce it next week, because I will announce it again on my video. But whoever wins, I'll be able to contact you, and we'll be shipping that out to you this week. So yeah, so thank you so much for all the stories that came in. There were some stories that were like on the fence on, like, you know, I had some people telling me stories about on a window cleaning adventure, not really like how they got started on window cleaning. So I can't count those. You know, that's not really what I was asking for. But I did share a lot of the good stories last week. Out of the ones that we read last week, I have a top 5 that we're going to choose from. So those top 5 is going to be from Lee, HD, Tyler Smith, Sean, and E-Man. So congratulations to those 5. I'm going to put that in a poll right now, and you're going to see them in the comments. So make sure to go on there and vote throughout this show. All I ask is that if you are going to vote for yourself, just don't do it. Don't vote for yourself. Like, vote for somebody else. Like, because maybe somebody else is going to vote for you. And if everybody votes for themselves, then it's just like, that's not going to work out very well. So vote for somebody else. Vote for the best story that you thought. And then second place is going to get tonight's giveaway. So instead of me doing a question tonight, second place on the polls for sending in your story is going to win tonight's giveaway tools. And I'll be going back to the cup, and we'll see what products that you will win tonight. So you just seen all the products on the last video that you can win. They're in the cup. And I'll be drawing from that. So this show is not going to be very long. It'll probably be about 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe. It just depends on how long it takes for me to run through these topics I want to talk about this week. And then as we're going throughout this show, make sure to go and vote for your favorite story. Even if while I'm talking right now, you can go back and watch this video later if you need to. Go back and listen to the stories from last week while I'm doing this part, and then come back to the show and vote if you need to, if you have not heard the stories and you want to be somebody that votes. There's some really great stories. It's going to be really hard to choose one, but I think that this way everybody votes, and it's very fair on who wins the big Joshua the Window Cleaner giveaway kit. So, all right, cool. So got that out of the way. Now, what I'm going to talk about tonight is what we do when business gets slow. When we get to the slow season, what do we do? And I've been asked this before, Somebody has said, Joshua, what do you do when your business gets to the slow season? So I'm going to answer this question. And I'm actually going to break it down and tell you a lot of the things that we're doing right now because we're getting ready to do this. And I was actually on the phone with my secretary today, Melissa, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. And I was on the phone with her, and we're coming up with strategies and game plans because the phones are slowing up. But it's not a time to panic. My first few years, I did panic. I was like, man, I'm going to have to do something else. I need another job. I need a second job, something. Something's got to give. But it's not a time to panic. So just take a breather for a second and allow yourself to get some structure and some planning and follow up with customers, networking, look into loans and grants, look into those types of things. That's when you have time to do that. And, main thing you want to do is plan, like I just said. So I'm going to go through each one of these topics that I just talked about, kind of break them down and share with you what we've done in the past and what we plan to do this year. Not 100% of everything we're going to be doing this year, but I'm going to share with you some really good ideas that I've came up with in hopes that it helps you. I'm not telling you to run your business this certain way. I'm not telling you how to do it. All I'm doing is telling you what I'm doing in hopes that it helps you create another way to do it for your business. Now, if you end up implementing the same exact thing and it works, then cool, great. But I'm not here to tell you that my advice is perfect and that I'm the best window cleaner out there and all this. I'm just here to tell you that, hey, look, this is my journey. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and what I've done in the past and what's worked and what hasn't worked, and hopes that it helps you. That's my goal, is it to help you, because it's just my opinion. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. I've only been doing this for a few years, but I've been very successful with it, and I want to be able to help you with it. So it has nothing to do with me trying to tell you you got to do this and this is the only thing that works and what you're doing now is not working. It has nothing to do with that. Different things are going to work for different people. So hopefully, like I said, this just kind of gives you a little kickstart to some creativity in your business. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is structure. One thing I learned is, you got to have the structure in your business. So when you have downtime, that's the time that you want to spend getting that structure. And when I say structure, I'm talking about updating your business plan. I'm talking about doing some marketing, but not necessarily spending money in marketing, but just posting in what you already have, just consistently posting. We got the holidays, so this is a time where it's slower for us. Not a lot of people want to pay for window cleaning because they have all these holidays coming up, but we do have our regulars, so we stay busy enough to stay alive through the winter. But it does slow down. The phones are they're not ringing as much. You're not getting as many new clients as you do during the spring and summer time. So spend that time marketing. Put up there, it's Teachers Day. We did a thing the other day, like Teachers Day or something like that. Little things like that for the community. Advertise in that way, not necessarily just smashing window cleaning in their face, but get your logo out there. Have them, when they see that logo, that it brightens their day. You say, thank you to the police officers. Thank you for the firefighters. Thank you for something like that with your logo on there. All that stuff gets you just a little bit of exposure. It ain't always about just promoting like window cleaning, window cleaning, window cleaning. But there are times to do that. And I think that when those times are to do that is the springtime, the summertime. But you just kind of want to get your name out there, get your name in the community, those type of things. So if you can find an opportunity to market yourself without spending money, that's what you want to do. Network is another thing we'll talk about in a minute. But invest in employee trainings. That's always a good time. I know both years I have invested into my employees. After my employees are with me for a year, I put them through a leadership program that I invest in, and I normally do that during the wintertime. So right now, Melissa's about to go through the leadership program, and I think they actually scheduled all that today. So we look into that. I have my safety guy sending me ladder safety training stuff that we could be doing, safety trainings, just anything that we can do as far as training goes. That's the time to do it. If you're into hiring during your slow season, if you have the money in the bank to do that, then hire, because you can train very, very well, because you can actually be out there on the job. It's not pressed for time. You don't have 10 other jobs to do, so do that. That's the structure of your business, because what that structure is going to do is when the summertime comes or when your busy season comes, you're going to be ready for it, and you're going to be ready to do the marketing. You've already been consistent. You've already been getting in front of everybody's face through the holidays. And then now it's time to throw in there what you do, your logo and what you do. And then that's whenever you're going to be a lot more successful, or at least that's what it's been for me. I've been a lot more successful when I've done it that way. And then you're ready for it. So that's the structure that I'm talking about. that you want to do. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the planning. You want to plan. You want to do tax planning. You want to do um, any kind of planning to do with finances and goals for the next year. Like all those types of things are really going to help you. Plan for the next busy season. What kind of equipment do you need? What kind of client base do you want? Do you want more commercial? Do you want more residentials? And then work on your ads and for marketing, because if you don't work on your ads now, then you're not going to have time in the summertime. You need to have time spending it on the customers that you're dealing with. You want to be able to get as many jobs as you can in the summer so that you have enough money to make it through the slow season or the winter, whatever that time is. Don't necessarily, I'm just referring, summer and winter, because those summertime's busy, wintertime's slow for us. So it just depends on where you're located. But you can work on all those ads and all that stuff during your slow season. So just because you're slow doesn't always necessarily mean you just take time off. Now, I'm not saying that's not the time to take time off, because that is the time to take time off. If you can take time off during the wintertime or during your slow season, then that's the time to take off. Because during your busy season, you want to get as much as you can in, save as much as you can, just kind of pile it up. Because the wintertime, you're going to need it. You're going to need it to pay your payroll. You're going to need it to pay all your bills, to pay for, expenses and all those things that come with that, materials, gas, all those things. You're going to have to be ready for that. So, during the summertime, you just stockpile if you can, and then in the wintertime, you have it there. But yeah, so I would say, do all those things. So planning, that's huge. So you structure everything, and then you plan everything. And then the next thing I would say is super important, and I do this every year, is follow up with customers from this last year and prior customers that you haven't heard from. Go through your books, start reading who your customers are, the customers you remember, the customers that were, bigger customers. Just see how they're doing, just to stay top of mind. Send them a card, do things like that. Because if you're going to spend money on that type of stuff, on marketing or anything, send your clients a card. That's a really good idea for the holidays or stuff like that. Just stay top of mind. So you want to make sure to follow up with those customers. Follow up with new customers. Don't be afraid to reach out to these property managers, commercial clients, and things like that. Get the ball rolling while you're slow, and then whenever the busy season comes, maybe that's when they call you. And then that might be another reason why you're even more busy. They might not need you till then. But if you keep following up and bugging them, and leaving your card and stuff like that, and going by, they're gonna remember your face. You're gonna be top of mind. So all of those things you definitely want to know in the follow up. Follow up with past clients and follow up with new clients. You have the time to do that, so do that. It's going to pay off. It might not pay off that day, but it's going to pay a lot more in the long run. So don't be afraid to do that with new clients. But yeah, so structure, planning, and follow up. The next thing I want to talk about is networking. Find community events to attend. Check in on your entire network base that you built. So all of the network that you've built, like for instance, ours with BBNI. Check in with those people, see how everything's going. Not necessarily just to be the sales guy, but just see how things are going. Maybe they need somebody to talk to about something that day, or just check in and see how their family's doing. I mean, you should know all these people that you're networking with and that are referring you, and so you're going to be able to call and check on them. That is the time to do it when you're slow. Can't do it all the time whenever you're busy, but if you try to make that attempt, they will appreciate that. Buy them some cookies or something. They're sending you big, huge referrals. Like, follow up with those people. That's when I say network. The people that are referring you, that's your network. Those are the people that you want to stay in contact with the most, because you already know that works. You're already doing that, so stay in contact with that. That's a cheap way to do it, but it's also really good because those people are like, I've been referring him for years, so make sure you go and network. Another thing, if you haven't already looked into loans, I mean, not loans. If you already haven't looked into grants, go look at grants. There's so many grants out there that's helping business owners right now. So make sure to go out there and apply for every grant that you possibly can, because that is going to help you in the long term. Now, after you've applied for all the grants, and you got to stay hip on that, because if you don't, you'll miss stuff. So there are more grants over time. So you want to pay attention to that, look into that every couple months to see if there's any that you're missing that you could apply for. That's free money that can help you. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to grow your business and stuff, they're going to want to give you that money. It's going to help the economy and so on and so forth. So after you look through grants and just done everything you can to look for grants, then look into loans if you need to get a loan. It's not a bad time to do it. You were just busy. Your bank accounts look really good. All of these things look very good. You're coming into the slow season, so you're just out of the. So now's the time to apply for a loan if you're going to, because you're going to get approved better than if you get stuck in the middle of your slow season and you need the money, you don't have it, you're going to be screwed and you're going to have to shut down, or you're going to have to do whatever you got to do. It's not going to be fun. So you want to make sure to apply for whatever you're applying for after your busy season, because that's going to make all your numbers look good. So you want to do that. And then I also talked about some of the grant stuff. Like if you want to know the links and all that stuff, there's another giveaway night show, and I don't know exactly which one it is, but there was a giveaway night show where I talked about grants and I put the links in there and everything from some of the grants that we've applied for. Now I've only gotten one grant, just to be clear. I haven't gotten a whole ton of grants, but I have gotten one, and so I definitely know that it does work, and I've heard of a whole lot more people that have gotten them. So that's the topics I wanted to talk about tonight. Like I said, it's going to be a really short show, so we're at 17 minutes. We're almost at the 20-minute mark, which is what I said I originally wanted to do. So just to kind of summarize what we talked about tonight, we talked about structure, business plan updating, marketing, invest in employee training. We talked about planning, your next busy season, for equipment if you need it, clients, what kind of client base you want, work on your ads for in the future, and work on your marketing. Always work on your marketing. That's super crucial. Follow up with customers that you already have, and then new customers. You want to network with the community that you've built of people that are referring you, and then look into loans and grants. Those are just the main things I wanted to talk about tonight. So I hope y'all have enjoyed the show. And now in the comments over there, you should see that everybody's been voting, and there should be a winner up there. And if there's two that is tied, then I might have to just choose somebody out of those two that are tied. And then whoever's at second place, or whoever tied with whoever and I didn't choose, will get tonight's giveaway night. So we'll go ahead and shake the cup up. I haven't done this in a few weeks, so pouring it out. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this one's a small one. Let's see here. Contour Pro with the Super Channel. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how I fit all that on there, but I sure did. I don't know if it's going to show it or not. I put it all on there. It's super blurry. Sorry, y'all. Yep, you can't read it. But anyways, so it's the Contour Pro Plus with the Super Channel. So I will show you what you have just won, whoever you are. And the first place, whoever's up there right now, if there is a first place right now, you have won the Joshua the Window Cleaner Kit. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what you've won in second place. You have won the Super Channel from Ederay, and also the Contour Pro squeegee handle. So this one actually has been here for a while, and I'm so excited that you get to try this, because I've actually tried these out, and let me just tell you, I really like it, but it's different, and it's something that you got to get used to, and you want to make sure to tighten it up, because it gets really flimsy if not. And I really like the spring action for the pole work, because you can put more pressure on it, and then whenever you come down and close out, you kind of pull out, and it kind of, is like spring loaded, but it also slings water everywhere. So that was my experience from just working with it for like a week or so. So I'm not an expert on this tool. I have not used it a ton. I've used it a total of maybe 2 to 3 weeks since I've been cleaning windows. So I just keep going right back to what I'm used to, and that's the Sorbo stuff, as you know. But yeah, congratulations, whoever you are. You won the Contour Pro with the Super Channel. So we'll be sending that out to you. And I think we still have, do we have any more? Yep, I think we do. Yeah, we only have 2 more Squeegee Life towels. So whoever you are out there, we don't have any more t-shirts to give away as of now. Randy's working on that. But we're going to be giving you a Squeegee Life towel. We only have 1 more of these towels after this. So next week's giveaway will be the last time that you'll be able to get one of the Squeegee Life towels. So thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Just a word of encouragement this week. Make sure to spend time with your family. That is super important. And also, if anybody's telling you you're doing anything wrong in your business, just tell them that you're learning lessons and it's part of the journey. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't overthink about people's opinion, because sometimes those opinions are not very good because maybe they haven't experienced what you have and they might be in a different area. So you never know what you're going to get. But I hope that you have been encouraged by this stuff I'm talking about with my business, and it helps you. That's my goal. Like I said, I'm not trying to claim that I'm the best at anything or, put myself above anybody. This is just my experience. There's not a whole lot of window cleaners out there on YouTube sharing their experience, and we're trying to give away products too, so that we can get feedback on these tools. This is going to help a ton of window cleaners. So that is what I do my show for. So I hope you've been encouraged by the show. There's no live show after this. I am going to be spending time with my family like I want to do. I will be going live on the 30th show, so just stay tuned in for that. And we got a really cool guest on the 30th show, so stay tuned in. We're going to have Steve-O, the window cleaner, as a special guest for the 30th. So if all goes well, we'll have to just see. I know he's got a busy life and stuff too. We haven't recorded the show yet, but we plan on recording it in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned in for that. And thank y'all for joining. And we will see y'all next week. Have a blessed week, everybody.